I would like to tell everybody some things about this pandemic, coronavirus, COVID-19, whatever you want to call it. A few things that have been on my mind about it that I haven't really heard many people talking about. You know, the cure for this thing is out there. The sun itself. That's why I'm laying out in the sun right now. Because the sun, the UV from the sun, viruses don't like it. So, you know, get out in the sun and start healing. Your diet is very important. I hope if people don't get anything else out of this whole thing, which I'm sure a lot of good will come from it, bad always seems to have to come. This what we're going through right now has probably literally saved this planet and humans from total destruction, because really we have destroyed this planet, killed every animal on it to almost to extinction, and in the sea. And yet there's still people out here that mindlessly kill all kinds of creatures on this planet. Don't you think we have enough meat in the market? Don't you think there's enough food already easily accessible? I don't think we need to slaughter these animals anymore. We need to start thinking about this seriously and starting to preserve and protect what we have left. And just think about how this has helped the ozone. I mean, the sun's been shining ever since this started, and there's a reason for that. I think it's because the pollution has died down some, you know, and not to mention, I'm sure God and the angels and they were probably ready for a break from listening to all this craziness and all this stuff going on and all this pollution down here, you know. I mean, if man destroys Earth, it'll be his own free will that does it. But guess what? We have the free will to save it too. So I hope that people get disciplined from this lesson, because that's what it's meant to do. It's meant to make people discipline themselves. Discipline your diet. Start putting some good stuff in your pie hole, so to speak. Because believe me, all this stuff that they're selling on TV, all these huge freaking stores and, you know, all this commercially grown and commercial animal farming, and the way they're torturing these animals is terrible. If y'all don't believe it, watch some of them videos. I know they're hard to watch, but man, people need to watch them videos, because it'll make you want to stop eating so much meat. It'll make you feel sorry for these animals. You know, just try to get on some plant-based food and some healthy things and organic. You know, the label of organic, the commercialized people that are in the stores now are using that label organic to lie and say something's organic just to sell it, because they know people want to get healthier. A lot of people, and they're, you know, you can't trust it. You got to read the labels. You got to, you know, go to the local farmers markets. That's where I go. I go to local little farmers markets and look for corn-fed beef by small farms in you know, rural areas around everywhere, you know, and also, if you, you know, a sauna. My infrared sauna is awesome. Did y'all know that viruses can't live in temperatures above like 75, 80 degrees? That's why, you know, if I can't lay out in the sun, I try to save on my electric by laying out in the sun if it's sunny out. But if the sun's not out, I will lay in my infrared sauna, because I lay in there for 40 minutes to an hour at 140 degrees. Or close to that usually, and it kills everything in your body. It kills any kind of germs and virus, or, you know, if you do it on a regular basis. And there's a lot of other things too, like niacin. I take niacin frequently, and take a lot of organic vitamins and minerals, and use a lot of organic essential oils. You know, it's all about a choice. Everything that we do is a choice. You know, it's either good or bad. I mean, you know, it's all right to do a little bit of bad stuff here and there, drink a little alcohol, party a little bit, but man, you just cannot do that every day. You can't do it every day. You can't eat junk food every day. You can't have a sorry ass diet every day of your life. Because guess what? That's why you got a bunch of guys walking around here look like they're 9 months pregnant. look in the mirror, man. It ain't right. Obesity is just overtaking this planet. And this is all why this is happening. Get discipline from this, people. Get discipline. Get knowledge. The Bible says, get knowledge. More than anything else, get knowledge. And you need to know that the words of Jesus Christ will also kill any kind of virus or sickness and heal. Those words heal. That's why Jesus Christ gave his life. He died on that cross, came to earth, not for his own benefit, not for the angels' benefit, not for God's benefit, for our benefit, because he created us and he gave us all these good things, and we've just totally took it all for granted, and we're going nuts with it. We're just like, lust is just gone crazy. The perversions that are all over the television, infatuation with guns. Every show you turn on TV is somebody shooting somebody or killing somebody, or they have shows about these serial killers and stuff, and those kids that go in them schools and churches and kill people and all. They make heroes out of them. Why do you think they're doing it? Well, you don't see nobody doing that right now while we're going through this pandemic, do we? What are you, a bunch of damn cowards? That's why. Where are they all at now? Yeah, they're fighting for their life. That's why this is happening. You know, when all else fails, guess what? Make them damn people fight for their life. Then they'll stop doing all that dumb shit and take time to think about stuff. Lock them in their damn houses where they have to start thinking about everything, man. At least I hope you all are. At least I hope you're all not just having house parties and acting like nothing's even going on, because this is some very serious shit. There's a lot of people dying. And you know what? It's not just this pandemic. It's millions of people die all the time from all kind of stuff. Abortion is the biggest. It's almost 10 million people. 10 million babies a year. It's like smoking is like a couple million, and alcohol, man, just look up the statistics. I'll put it on here where y'all can look at it. It's crazy. This pandemic is not even as bad as the common flu, how many people it kills. But guess what? It's because it's spreading like crazy, like wildfire, you know? Things will never be the same again on this planet. People will be more careful around other people, you know, but it's all for a good reason. It's all for a good reason. There's so much I want to say. I should have wrote it all down, you know. But I really do just hope that everybody is reaching inside and taking a good look at themselves and their lives and how they're living, what they're teaching their children. You know, if this, you know, the people with money and power need to learn a lesson, the worst, because, you know, all these politicians, not all of them, but a lot of politicians, even Trump, he hesitated to get money out to people. That should have been the first thing, getting money to people out here. It's all our money anyway. Who do you think's paying all them taxes? Who do you think's sending all that money to them? What do you think they stored all that stuff up for times like these, you know? There's no way that the hospitals, nursing homes, nobody should have been short of PPEs, personal protection equipment. You know, there's medical people quitting like crazy because so many people are dying. Cops are dying, firemen are dying, all first responders are all dying because, you know, because our government failed to jump on this as soon as they could and get relief out here to people. And the worst is still yet to come. You know, and this thing, you know what, this virus mutates. This might not be the only, you know what, this shit might happen for years to come, man. We better hope and everybody pray that they get a vaccine for these, because these things mutate like crazy. I forget how many mutations there are, and there's been a whole bunch of these coronaviruses already that came from these bats or these animals that the Chinese are selling, these exotic animals that they're killing and selling. It's ridiculous. They're beautiful animals. Why would you even want to kill them? Beautiful God's creatures, man. It's beyond me. I don't know. These little dogs of mine right here, I love them. I love them so much. When I think about, anytime I eat meat, I think about these little dogs that I love so much. Would I kill one of these dogs and eat them if I had to go without meat or without food? No, I would die first. There's no way. That's why, you know, I'm kind of a coward because I eat meat sometimes. I've been a vegetarian, vegan for a long, long time, but now I'm finding out that there is some things in meat, you know, that our body needs, you know, but I am going to be getting some corn-fed beef. I'm going to totally stay away from pork. I can't stand what they're doing to those poor little piglets and them pigs. They're just totally abusing them. They don't have to abuse animals like that. At least local farms and all that, they take good care of their animals, and they do it humanely. They, put them down humanely, and the meat doesn't have stress in it, or the anger or the fear that them animals have in them commercialized processing plants and all that. Even plant-based foods are just, commercially grown, or just not even, the nutrients are just not even that good anymore because the soil's been depleted so bad. That's another thing. You need to get organic food locally grown by these little markets and all. You see, besides, we're looking out for ourselves when we're helping our fellow citizens in these markets and all that. The hell with commercialized stuff. These idiots that are broadcasting this crap all over the commercials on TV because they're making bazillions of dollars, and I guarantee you somebody's getting very wealthy from what's going on, selling all these masks and this bidding that's going on over. Man, is so ridiculous. It went from the stock market to bidding on masks and everything now, and medical equipment, I guess. I don't know. I really like Cuomo. I think Cuomo should be the president. I love the way that guy talks about stuff. He's so down to earth, and he's a very good guy. Anyway, I know that, it's all in God's hands too. I mean, there's lots of people praying about all this stuff, and it's going to be okay because God and the angels are here to help us, and, the Holy Spirits, and, but another good thing about this is that so many people are turning to God. So many people are praying. So, this is what we need to be doing right now. We need to be disciplining ourselves. We need to be praying, asking God to help us with these terrible things that are going on this planet, almost to the point of destruction. We need to be thanking Him that this is happening because it's literally helping save our planet and humanity. These things have gotten just way out of hand. You talk about the Tower of Babel. You talk about Babel, the town that God destroyed, anyway, whatever that town was where they were going nuts, and just the lust was just more than God can handle. The Bible says if God destroyed all those people back then, what makes you think He wouldn't destroy everybody nowadays when there's 7.5 billion people on this planet, and sin has gotten worse than it is worse than it's ever been in the history of this planet, or maybe even the history of the universe. That's why we have to, start changing things. That's my girl Fergie right there. Yeah, I'm a Fergie, my Pebbles and my Tinkerbell. Yep. Anyway, I also make this drink that, they say that a body that's totally alkaline, disease and stuff like this, viruses and all, can't live in a totally alkaline body. That's why it's important to have a lot of plant-based foods in your diet. Raw fruits, vegetables, salads and stuff like that. I liked... the yams are good. I like to steam yams and cauliflower and carrots and stuff. It tastes great too, man. They got this smoked seasoning you can put on it. I forget what it is. But man, they got some great stuff. I eat these when I'm a vegetarian, vegan. When I stay strict to that diet, I eat some of that stuff, and I think, man, why would people want to eat all those animal products when there's so much good stuff that you can make with natural foods and drinks? Amazing stuff. But I'm not saying you have to go completely vegan or vegetarian. In fact, studies are that it's not great to be completely vegan or vegetarian. So but chill out on the meat. Meat causes colon cancer. There's no doubt about that. It has to sit in your stomach and literally rot out. It takes a week or longer sometimes for meat to get out of your system. You got to add some roughage in there with it, some salads, some plant-based stuff, some good stuff, and take some vitamins and minerals, and get good vitamins and minerals. There's stuff out there that is just, there's no good in it. That stuff that they sell commercially, it's just nothing that good in it for you. You got to study this stuff. Get on. There's so much information on YouTube these days. There's no reason why people are sick and diseased and dying like crazy, man. It's just and exercise. You got to get exercise. I'll tell you what, cardiovascular, especially when you're dealing with something like this COVID-19, you have to get your immune system built up by all these things I'm talking about. And I got a treadmill. I've been running on that every few days. Get your lungs in good shape, because if it so happens that you get this, which there's a high possibility, I know it might seem like an illusion or very surreal because everybody else got it, you ain't got it yet, but guess what? You ain't special. You can get it. I can get it. I'm preparing for it. I'm trying to keep a good diet. I'm trying to, run on that treadmill, work out, get in shape, man. You got to be in shape, because if this shit hits, you'll be glad you did. That's why it's killing older people, because they got a lot of other medical issues going on and stuff. And people that have like asthma and all that, it's a lung thing. Once that thing gets in your lung, I don't care how healthy you are, that stuff gets in your lung, man. You're going to feel it. This stuff's going to happen. You're going to be like a flu, but worse. You're going to have a migraine headache. You're going to have body aches. It's just a terrible thing, I'm not afraid to die, but man, I don't want to get that shit though. I can't stand getting colds and flu and stuff and I rarely do, knock on wood. I'm not bragging, I'm just saying, because I've been doing most of this stuff that they're doing now before all this hit. When I go in a store, I always raise up high on the door or use my foot to open it. When I never touch handles and stuff. Have you ever looked at a glass door at like a Walmart or something when you're walking in and seen all the fingerprints and all the nasty shit? Damn. Use common sense, folks. Not right now because they're cleaning the shit out of everything, but they should be doing that on a normal basis. And I do that, man. I do all these things that I do now, I do on a regular basis in my normal life. I try to be a health nut, try to stay in shape and healthy and everything. I've stepped it up a little bit though, believe me, since this stuff's going around and hitting everybody. Believe me, I'm like, I just started renting a room to a girl, and she works at Walmart, so believe me, she could be one of these asystematic people that carries it around but doesn't get the effects of it. It doesn't get, doesn't get nothing that goes with it, but yet they spread it. That's one of the scariest things about this virus right here, That's why the importance of testing. The reason why Germany has got the lowest death rate is because they jumped right on the testing right away, and they found out where it's at, where it's moving, and they got it under control. You see, we're behind, and we should have never ran short on tests. We shouldn't, again, and I don't know about this whole thing about doubling the military over in the Bahamas over some drugs right now. Come on, man, don't you think you should be putting every bit of money into what we're fighting right here, right now? You can't tell me that drug dealers, that you got to double that up. Something ain't right. Something's wrong. Something's crooked. I'm sorry, but something's not right. This is when Americans need to, this is the whole reason why we still have the right to bear arms. If our government doesn't do right, if they don't, take care of shit the way they need to, the reason all that money's saved up in the treasury, the reason why everybody pays taxes, the reason why, that is why. That is why. We're at war. Let's worry about the war here in the United States and what's going on here first. Let's keep watching China and see what happens when they try to go back into society and start being around each other again and all. Keep a close eye on that. And, Trump should have listened to Gates. In 2015, Gates predicted all this was going to happen, exactly what's happening right now, and wanted them to put money into research, into creating this vaccine and these the cure and all that, and they were very close, and he wouldn't put no money in it. Come on, man. Are they dumping money in it now? I ain't heard him say nothing about it, really. I ain't heard him say, oh, we're going to send $1 billion to Gates Foundation, and well, not that Gates needs money, but there's another scientist that was the scientist in that pandemic movie. Look him up on YouTube if you want to know about all of this. And they're very close to a cure for this, very close to a vaccine for this. Why aren't we dumping $1 billion into that? That should be the most important thing. I ain't saying that this isn't necessary and all. Maybe it's all happening because it's necessary. I heard that Jesus didn't have nothing to do with this, that this was totally a human free will thing that happened here. There's a whole lot of conspiracy theories and people saying what they think is going on and all that. And believe me, I've even had my doubts myself, man. It's like, dang, somebody's getting wealthy off of this, and it'd be very easy for them to do something like this, but it's a very necessary thing. I'm trying to look at the positive in it. But anyway, I hope, that we all learn from this experience and we all change and above everything else, that this brings more love on this planet and more discipline, more love for our fellow human beings, Anyway, God bless everybody, and I know everything's going to be all right, and we're going to come out of this a lot smarter and a lot healthier and a lot more careful. Let's just hope it doesn't make a bunch of paranoid schizophreniacs out of everybody, Love is the most excellent way. That's what Jesus taught. That's what the angels teach. That's what the Holy Spirit teaches. That's, God didn't do all this. He gave man all these wonderful blessings, this planet and everything on it. We should be thanking God for this beautiful weather, for this beautiful planet, for the easy access to all these different foods and everything that we have, but don't take it for granted and don't abuse yourself and become full of gluttony and that kind of stuff. It's very important to be disciplined. Anyway, God bless America, and God bless, all these other countries. I wish we all could just get along, and all this nonsense, this fighting will stop. We all start just appreciating what we have here. And, the kingdom of God isn't going to come on earth until man learns everything they need to learn and starts humbling themselves and thanking God and praying to God and asking these angels to help us. They're all here. They're just waiting to assist us. They're waiting for us to ask for their help. Imagine that you could be the happiest person that you could ever be. All you had to do was ask and pray about it. And these angels are ready to go to work right now, and the Holy Spirit too, and God. They all work through God. God works through them, Anyway, all right, Fergie, say goodbye, baby. These dogs keep me out of so much trouble. I swear I'd already lost everything that I had if it wasn't for these awesome dogs, man. I love them so much. Thank God for these little animals, man. But you know what? A chicken can be a pet just like these dogs. A chicken, a pig. And they are to many people. Cows. Some people love cows, man. They would never kill a cow or eat meat. We need to love these animals too. We need to love them. Anyway, God bless everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the video, just share it, please. I think everybody needs to hear this right now. Oh, I was going to tell you about this drink that I make. I make this drink to keep you more alkaline, and it tastes nasty as hell. Believe me, it's hard to drink. But I've been making it, especially now during this pandemic going on. And you take a teaspoon of baking soda. Make sure it's good organic baking soda. Put all this in a glass. I take that Superfoods that I got off TV because I know it's really good. Just listening to that infomercial I got sold on it. And the Super Beets, real good too. I put that in. I put a scoop of the Super Beets, a scoop of the Superfoods. I put some lemons. Man, lemons are awesome. Fresh lemons. Squeeze it in there. What else do I put in there? I put some probiotics, organic probiotics, and lemon juice. I pour the not from concentrate lemon juice. Man, you know what? Go out of your way to get the good stuff. Yeah, it's a little more expensive, but you buy not from concentrate. It's way more healthier for you than the stuff. You know what? That's other lemonade and all them drinks and all. It's all powdered form. They cook all the good stuff out of it so they can ship it in barrels and barrels, and then they just remix water with it. It has no vitamins, no nutrients. They lie on them label. They say vitamin C added. Yeah, what? A couple of drops per a whole liter of that stuff. Like I said, though, I still drink some soda once in a while. I drink some, there ain't nothing better to drink with pizza than Coca-Cola as far as I'm concerned. And, but, don't do it all day, every day of your life. Go 60-40 or something. Try to make an effort to do some exercise, to eat some healthy foods, to just add it to your diet for now. And just try to do the best you can, People just give in to all this shit too easily. I'm trying to think of what else I put in that drink, man. Anyway, yeah, just those ingredients I just told you about. Or if it's just the baking soda with some lemon juice, and add that, not from concentrate, either orange juice or lemon juice to it, and drink it every day. And vinegar, apple cider vinegar, I put in there too. It's nasty to drink. Yeah, apple cider vinegar is awesome for making your body alkaline. You want to be healthy? You want to live if you catch this? Do all these things I'm talking about right now. They say there's no cure. There is a cure for it. The cure is in all these things I'm talking about. You know? Are you going to depend on these people that have all the money and power that are probably getting rich off of this? I hate to say it. If somebody's making a bunch of damn money, they wouldn't be bidding over a bunch of masks and medical ventilators and all that shit if somebody wasn't making some damn money. Look, you want to know something funny? China, where this thing started, in Wuhan, is selling all of the medical supplies to the United States. Think about that. I mean, that just makes me think something real fishy going on here. I mean, seriously. I mean, I don't know. I know I've listened to some people that channel like Jesus and the angels and all, and they say that it wasn't manipulated. It was totally an accident of men's free will and all that. You know, I don't know. Funny that the Olympics was right there in that same place where it happened too. So I don't know, man. These are all things to think about. You know, I wish the best for everybody out there. I hope, you know, something that I said on here helps. If it helps even just one person, it's worth making this video. You know, I mean, I hope everybody makes it through this all right. And if you like my video, press like on it, subscribe, whatever. I don't know how they make money on YouTube videos. I know I got 100 of them out there, not like this, but other ones. Of stuff I was buying and selling for a long time, and ways to make money and all, but hardly get any hits on them at all. So I don't know. I need to figure out how to freaking make money off YouTube videos, I guess. I don't know, because I'm just an average middle class to lower poor sucker myself. Got everything the hard way. You know, I got in a bunch of trouble when I was younger, partying all the time and stuff, and ended up doing some hard time over a bunch of, you know, non-violent DUIs and, you know, traffic offenses, and did some hard time. But man, while I was in there, I studied the whole time I was in there. I decided, you know, you can do the same thing in prison in jails as they do out on the street. You can get alcohol in there, you can get weed in there, you can get drugs in there, you can have sex in there, whatever, man. You can do it all in there too. But I just decided, man, I was heartbroken and stressed out and depressed, man. I just looked around, everybody goofing off like they enjoyed it in there and stuff, and a lot of them do, man. I just decided I'm not going to do that while I'm in here. I'm going to get in that library. I'm going to try to figure out the truth about my soul, what I'm doing on this planet, you know, and why all this craziness is happening in my life, and why all this crazy shit's going on in this world. And, you know, I wanted answers, and I studied everything: Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism. I read the whole Quran. I read all the books of the Latter-day Saints. I read 4 different translations of the Bible all the way through. Man, you name it, I studied it. Hypnotology. I even studied the evil side, you know, Wiccan and witchcraft, and all that stuff was the most ridiculous shit that I studied. But, you know, I mean, there's powers in all these things. Humans have powers. Jesus said that we were all gods, but that we didn't know it. And that, you know, you can't be a god if you don't respect and appreciate, and you're not very careful with whatever the power that you get from becoming that god. You can't use it for evil. You can't use it like they do in black witchcraft and all that. You know, the Wiccans that worship the earth and natural stuff, it's not so bad, but man, don't leave Jesus out of it. Or God, the Father of Jesus, the creator of all things. You know, you can't leave them out of it. That's what he got pissed off at, about the idol worship and all that. Just look at it's all history, and it's all, you know, all them things that happen in the Bible have been proven to be real now. Even that Shroud of Turin has been proven to be authentic, man. All of it. The proof is there, you know. There's no reason why we don't understand and know the truth these days. There's lots of information out here, more than ever in history. But let's not use it to do evil. Let's not use it to take advantage of people. Let's not use it to cause destruction on earth, because as far as I know, humans can still cause this place to be destructed and go through some terrible, terrible things, worse than what's going on now. This pandemic's not over. This could happen over and over again, and maybe it needs to, if people aren't changing, if people aren't waking up, if people aren't trying to you know, discipline themselves or help this planet with everything they have in them. You know, it's time. It's time to wake up from all these things and start doing right on this planet, you know? Anyway, I'm going to get off of here. What do you think, Pebbles? You look thirsty. And the best water to drink really is distilled water. But I'm telling you, I live out here in the country and I have a well. And I have this little tester that I got off eBay that tests water, how many pollution particles and how much metallic substances. And man, you would not believe the pollution and metallic substances that are in this water in drinks that you buy from the grocery store. And then I checked my well water out here where I live, and it's awesome. I mean, I got like the greatest, and it's filtered in my fridge, man. I thought about starting a freaking water company just so people will have the greatest freaking water there is. There's like hardly any bad particles and hardly any pollutants in the water that I have out here, man. I mean, it's amazing. But yeah, I mean, all them drinks, all them waters at the store, you're wasting your money. This stuff coming out of tap water's the same. There's been all kind of tests done, you know? All right, man. Well, about it for me for this conversation. What do you think, babies? What do you think, Fergie? That's my girl. Me and Fergie, when I first met her, we didn't even like each other, did we? We hated each other. She was under the table barking at me. My ex rescued her. She was under the table barking at me, and I was telling my ex, my old lady at the time, I was like, get that dog out of here. Ain't no damn way. And then we tried to give her away, give her to my dad. Thank God he didn't take her because, man, now I love this dog so much 10 years later. I swear if she died, I'd want to die. That's how much I love all these dogs right here. It's amazing. We had big dogs growing up. I never thought I'd get attached to small dogs, but I love them. Yeah, they drive me crazy yelping sometimes. Fergie, she's a Cairn Terrier, just like on Wizard of Oz. And then Pebbles, she's half Cairn Terrier and half Chihuahua. And boy, you can tell because she does a lot of damn barking. And that one over there too, Tinkerbell, where'd she go? She's my little spiritual baby. She hears shit miles away. I wish my hearing was half as good as hers. Where you at, baby? What you doing down there? Trying to get in trouble, ain't you? Look at that big old aloe vera. There you go. You want to heal your skin? Get you an aloe vera plant like that and put it on your skin. Or, you know, put it in a drink. All right, babies, let's go in. All right, folks. I know my hair's looking rough. I'm looking rough today, man. All right. God bless.